How often have you heard, write your goals down, write your goals down, write your goals down, but for some reason we still don't write them down? The best thing that you can possibly do is write your goal down. I tell people you can't hit a target that you cannot see. You can't hit a target that you can't see. And if you do, that's called an accident. I'll tell you guys, for me, when I look at this call and when I look at this platform, that's the biggest thing I think. I think purpose, right? I don't necessarily think, this is just a regular call. It's called ALTK. Those of you guys that don't know what that means, it means ambassadors of the kingdom. It means, in ambassadors of the kingdom. And when I say that, what is the role of an ambassador? The role of an ambassador, for those of you guys that don't know, is to influence my territory with my government's principles and precepts. And the goal above all else is to show people that if you practice God's principles, you can participate in his promises. And so we teach success principles, we teach God principles. We truly believe that they're one and the same. And so the very best thing that you guys can do for yourself is, number one, show up here every single Saturday, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. But then in addition to that, share it with somebody else that you want to see win. Share it with somebody else that you want to see thrive, somebody that you want to see grow. Okay, so I see y'all on Instagram. What's up, Miss Ivy? Right? What's up, Juju? I see y'all. Amazing to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Y'all know my style is to be effective, not eternal. I'll probably be here with you for about the next 20 minutes, 20 to 25 minutes, and I'm going to give you 7 success keys, right? Somebody type, I got the keys in the chat box. Somebody type, I got the keys in the chat box. Okay, I'm going to give you guys 7 keys, 7 principles, 7 things that are going to really help you move towards success in whatever arena that looks like for you. The first thing I want to say is this: if you're watching the replay on YouTube, like, comment, hit the subscribe button, share it with somebody else, help us grow. If you're watching it live, partner with us, hit the share button on Instagram, invite somebody else to this call. Okay, share this with the leader, share it with the friend who you want to see win. Go ahead and check with the people that you're working with. Say, hey, are you tuned into the AOTK webinar? That being said, welcome. I see all of you. Josh, what up, man? Great to see you. Philip, Don, great to see you. I see everybody here on Zoom with us. I'm going to get into this and I'm going to switch back and forth between the slides and then obviously just talking to you guys. So number one, the first success key is writing your goals down. Okay, so I'm going to go into Word. If you want to go ahead and screenshot this, you can screenshot it so that you can save it for later. But I'm going to just read it to you guys and talk to you here about it. Okay, I like to start with writing your goals down. And why do I say write your goals down? Well, I love what Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2 through 3 says. And it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables so that he may run that readeth it. In the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and will not tarry. Now, let me break that down, because some of you guys are like, oh my gosh, what does that even mean? It just sounds like scripture. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to slow down with you because I truly believe that, the Bible is filled with so many different success principles. I believe it's filled with so many success precepts, so many success patterns, okay, that if we just follow, we can uncover what it takes to truly succeed. Now, watch this and listen to me clearly, okay? It says, I'm going to break it down for you. It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain. So the first thing, guys, I think that would be apparent that we learn from that we know from that is that whatever we're looking to achieve, whatever the vision is, you need to write it down. I tell people, when you become too little, right, or too big for the little things, you become too little for the big things. How often have you heard, write your goals down, write your goals down, write your goals down, but for some reason we still don't write them down? Okay, the best thing that you can possibly do is write your goal down. I tell people, you can't hit a target that you cannot see, right? You can't hit a target that you can't see. And if you do, that's called an accident. All right. So the biggest thing that you can do for yourself is write the goal down, put it down on paper, put it down, okay, on something that you can see over and over and over again. I know so many different people who they say, oh, I want to be successful. What does success mean to you? They say, oh, I want to hit my goals this year. What are your goals? Every single New Year's, we're in the fourth quarter of 2022. Every single New Year, people come with the New Year's resolution. They come with something that they want to accomplish, something that they want to achieve, but they never write it down. Okay? And even further, ladies and gentlemen, if they do write it down, they don't keep writing it down. They don't keep it in front of them. Success key number one, write your goals down. Okay. And I told you guys, we're going to be effective, not eternal. So track with me here, right? If you're taking notes, okay, number one is going to be write the vision, right? Now watch this. Next, it says, make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. Guys, give you an example, right? Some of you guys don't understand what it is that I'm saying. You're like, what do you mean that he may run that readeth it? Guys, have you ever been on a highway and it was very, very foggy? Right? Follow me here, track with me. You were on a highway and it was very, very foggy. You had been down this highway several different times. You had been down this road several different times, but when it was foggy, what did you do, ladies and gentlemen? Type the answer in the chat. On Instagram, Facebook, Coach O, I see you, brother. What's up, man? Bright Salty Yoga, I see you. Miss Zari, Malik, what's good? You're driving down the highway that you've been down 100 times, 1,000 times, but when it's foggy, what do you naturally do, ladies and gentlemen? You begin to slow down, okay? But guess what? When the path begins to clear, when the fog begins to clear, what do? You accelerate. Your goals work the same way. Life works the same way. So a lot of people, they say, I want to accomplish this, I want to accomplish that. Right? They know what they're supposed to do. They know the way to go. But when it's foggy and when you're unclear, ladies and gentlemen, you will not accelerate. So the challenge that we're faced with is, can we keep the goal in front of us? Can we write it down? Can we make it plain? Can we keep it in front of us? Right? One of the best things that you can do is continue to see it over and over and over. I tell people, clarity is power. Type that in the chat. Right? Will somebody just type that in the chat? Clarity is power, right? The only reason men and women fail, ladies and gentlemen, is broken focus, right? What is it that you were focused on last month that you're no longer focused on? What is it that you were focused on December 31st, January 1st of last year that you have lost focus on? The reason men and women fail, ladies and gentlemen, is broken focus, okay? Write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. What do I mean the vision is yet for an appointed time? Ladies and gentlemen, this is so crucial. This is so powerful. This is so important. I don't check for what the gurus say. I just look at what the word says. And the word says the vision is yet for an appointed time. What does that mean? There is a time, right? It's yet for an appointed time. There is a time in which it comes to pass. It says, at the end, it shall speak and not lie. This is the kind of conviction, this is the kind of confidence that you have to approach your goals with. It cannot be, is it going to happen? No, it's going to happen, right? Because I'm beginning with the end in mind. It says the vision is yet for an appointed time. It has to come to pass. It says at the end, it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, it says wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Ladies and gentlemen, this is one of the things that I held on to when I was waiting for certain things to come to pass. I was waiting for myself to hit goals. I was waiting for time to catch up to where my mind was at. This is what I kept saying to myself over and over and over. The vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it. Wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're tracking with me, type of AOTK in the chat box. Come on, if you're tracking with me, type of AOTK in the chat box. We're going to move forward, man. We're going to move forward and get on to the next one. And that was success key number one, right? Success key number two, ladies and gentlemen, okay? And you guys can screenshot it before I stop screen sharing. It's going to be the right words, okay? It's going to be the right words. Somebody type right words in the chat box, right? I tell people all the time, ladies and gentlemen, the reason why you're sinking is because of your thinking. Okay, the reason why you're sinking is because of your thinking, but where do your thoughts come from? Well, Okay, your words, what it is that you're speaking, what it is that you're saying, has a lot to do with what it is that you're thinking. And the man, ladies and gentlemen, is the sum. They're the sum total of their thoughts. Okay, right? So goals, ladies and gentlemen, they're walls or bridges. Words, ladies and gentlemen, they create and they destroy. Right? Your five senses are programming you. So a lot of people, when things aren't going, the way that they want them to go, how many guys have seen that person? They just speak doubt, they speak negativity, right? They speak lack. How many guys got that negative friend who, when they walk in the room, it's just like, it's just, they just dim the light, right? Are you the kind of person that lights up the room, that puts energy in the room, that puts excitement in the environment? Or are you that person that, just puts a downer on everything? What are you speaking? Guys, I saw a video a while ago at the beginning of my journey. Okay. I saw this video a while ago at the beginning of my journey. You know what the video says? It says, when somebody asks you how you're doing, and I literally to this very day, people comment on how I respond when they ask how I'm doing. I always tell them, oh, I'm doing amazing. I'm doing incredible. Right? Things couldn't be better. I tell people every day above ground is a good day. Some of you guys have heard me say that. Why do I say that? Because I'm speaking it into existence. What it is that you're saying, ladies and gentlemen, what it is that you're putting out there into the atmosphere is what it is that's coming to pass. Type of AOTK if you're tracking with me. Okay. How many guys know that person that you ask them, hey, how are you doing? And they just say, oh my gosh, I'm barely making it. Oh my goodness. If I had your head, I'd cut mine off. This is the kind of stuff that people say, right? You got to ask yourself, what are you speaking, ladies and gentlemen? What are you putting out there into the atmosphere? What is it that you're manifesting with your words? Your words are more powerful than you can possibly think. And it's so crazy because some of you may think I'm motivating you. It's not a motivational call. This is not a call about making you feel good. This is literally, ladies and gentlemen, what it takes to succeed. Right? So the mind is a machine and it must be programmed. Right? You must censor your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen. Right? Some of you guys say, well, Malachi, what if my day really isn't going good? What if something bad did happen to me? Let me tell you something. You cannot stop a bird from flying over your head, but you can stop it from building a nest in your hair. I'm going to say that again slowly, those of you guys that didn't catch it. I said, you can't stop a bird from flying over your head, but you can stop it from building a nest in your hair. Okay. So if something bad happens, ladies and gentlemen, you got to ask yourself, is it a bad day or is it a bad moment? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, words can kill a 20-year friendship. That's the power of words. Words can create and words can destroy. Words can harm all of your relationships. Words can destroy partnerships. Words can terminate business deals. That's the power of your words. Success key number 2 is speaking right words. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, let's continue to move forward. Okay. The next thing I want to get into, right? And I'm going to show you guys here on the screen, just so you guys can screenshot if you want to. Okay. How many guys are getting some value so far, man? I got to know. If y'all want me to continue, you got to type of AOTK, man. Let me know something. Let me know something. Right? Y'all got to let me know something, man. My laptop's about to die. I got to plug it up in a second. If I die, guys, if my laptop dies, don't worry. We will be back. I'm about to plug it in just a second. Okay. Number 3 is going to be asking questions. Okay. Asking questions is success key number 3. Questions will identify you, ladies and gentlemen, as a protege. Okay. What do I mean when I say that? Right? The right questions, ladies and gentlemen, they actually reveal your position. They actually reveal where you're at. Okay. So give you something that somebody, guys, had given me a long time ago. I had a mentor, and that mentor had said something to me. He says, Malachi, if you're ever around, always take notes. Always get a tape recorder. Okay. Always get, something, go to your iPhone and begin to record it. Right. Don't just be in the presence of somebody who's doing better than you. Don't be around somebody that's actually doing better than you, right? Or having more success, right? And you don't actually ask questions. Okay. So somebody just type ask questions inside of the chat. Plug my laptop up here, guys. Okay. Just type ask questions. Okay. I learned that it was so vital. I learned that it was so important because questions reveal humility. Okay. Your questions that you ask reveal, ladies and gentlemen, if you're willing to learn. Right. So one of the quickest ways that I can IG, what's up, y'all? I gotta cut y'all off, man. Hop on Zoom, and I'll bring y'all right back in a second. Okay. Right. But the questions that you ask, ladies and gentlemen, are going to reveal whether or not you're ready to learn. How many of you guys have ever, you've been trying to tell somebody something, or, you try to explain something to someone and you can tell that, they have a lack of interest based upon their lack of questions. Okay. It is so vital that when you're trying to learn something, it's so vital that when you're trying to, achieve a goal, that you ask the right questions. Give you another example. My coaching style is a little bit different. Okay. My mentorship style is a little bit different. How many of you guys have heard somebody say something like, hey, if I'm messing up, just let me know. Right. Or, hey, if you feel like there's something I need to learn, just tell me. Or if there's something that you feel like I should be studying, just tell me. Some of you guys have said this yourself. Guys, something that's so important that I learned as a coach and as a mentor, and I'm telling you, this is how your coach, this is how your mentor, if you find one, if you have one, this is usually how they think. They usually think, if you don't ask, I won't tell. Okay. If you don't ask, I won't tell. Why is that? Well, the reason why is because, give you an example, right? It's a perfect example. Okay. Bang needs to pay me, man, how much I sponsor these people. But I got this glass, right? So if I got this glass, ladies and gentlemen, this represents a person. This represents somebody, who is a student. This represents a protege. This represents somebody who wants to move forward in their life. Right? So this is the reservoir of wisdom. This is the teaching. This is the time invested. This is the resources that have been put out. If I take, ladies and gentlemen, these resources, if your mentor or your coach, if they take their time, their energy, their wisdom from their reservoir and they continue to pour it into this person, right? You're filling that person up. But eventually, ladies and gentlemen, if I keep on pouring, can somebody tell me what it is that's going to happen? What am I doing with this time, with this wisdom, with these resources? What am I doing, okay, with the time spent? What am I doing with it if I continue to pour into this capacity, ladies and gentlemen, after it's at capacity? There it is. Zach Mo said it. Zach Mo gets an A in the class. My man said the right answer. He said, I'm wasting it. Okay. So again, success key number 3 is questions. Right. So when you're asking questions, you reveal your position that you're ready to receive. When you ask, hey, is there something that I can study? You reveal that you're ready to receive. When you ask if there's something that you can do, you reveal where it is that you're at and where you're actually prepared to go next. Right? So if you don't ask, I don't tell. Okay, right? So questions reveal that you have the capacity for more. Does that make sense? Who's tracking with me? Type a AOTK in the chat box. Questions reveal your capacity for more. Okay? Questions, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's move forward. Okay, the quality of your life will be determined by your questions. Okay, the Bible says ask, seek, knock. Questions. Right? Let's move forward, ladies and gentlemen. Success key number 3 is going to be asking questions. Okay, success key number 4, Quattro. Who do you talk to when you first wake up? Okay. Who do you talk to when you first wake up? right? Let me tell you guys why this is so vital. Let me tell you guys why this is so important. Every single day, I tell people and encourage others to practice gratitude. Okay. Every single day, I encourage others to actually practice gratitude. Why do I encourage people to practice gratitude, ladies and gentlemen? Well, let me explain why. Okay. Gratitude is the seed for more. Somebody type grateful in the chat box. Okay. Somebody just type grateful for me in the chat box. Right. See if I can get back here to my 4K, man. Okay. Type grateful, ladies and gentlemen. They say gratitude is the seed for more. Why is gratitude the seed for more? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure that you can imagine it's pretty hard to attract more into your life. Okay. It's pretty hard to attract more into your life if you're not grateful for what it is that you already have. How many guys would agree? Okay. Now, how many guys ever found that it's actually pretty hard to be grateful when things aren't going the way that you want them to go? Would you agree? How many guys would agree? And don't worry, I'm bringing my camera back right now. Don't worry. Okay. It's pretty difficult, ladies and gentlemen, to be grateful, okay, when you're not getting what it is that you want. But can I tell you that whatever you're grateful for, you actually attract more of? Right? So what it is that you want to do, ladies and gentlemen, is every single day of your life, every single day you wake up, every single day that God gives you another day on this earth, I highly recommend to you, start your day with gratitude. When you wake up, ladies and gentlemen, start your day being grateful. Start your day being thankful. Start your day, you know, appreciating what it is that you already have. Okay. Be appreciative for what it is that you already have, and you can attract more into your life. Right. So how many guys ever wake up in the morning and you check your phone and it just throws your mood off? Anybody ever done that? Like, let me just know, or am I the only one? You wake up in the morning, you check your phone, and the day just starts off negative. You look at your text message, you look at your email, you look at this, you look at that, and it's like, man, like life is just hectic. I got this going on, I got that going on, I got all this stuff. Okay. And it's frustrating, isn't it? Right. So listen, if you talk to a lot of successful people, they're going to tell you who you talk to when you first wake up is vitally important, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Is vitally important, ladies and gentlemen, to your success. Okay. So that's why we made it success key number 4. There we go. I'm back. Okay. Who you talk to when you first wake up is very, very vital. All right. The next thing, ladies and gentlemen, is don't feel entitled. Let me tell you something, because I see every single one of you on this call. Success is tomorrow is not promised. And I say this to people, and I say it on purpose, and I say it intentionally. None of us knows the day, the hour that it's going to be our time to go. You know, how many guys ever, I just want to ask you, how many guys ever had a near-death situation? Right? You don't have to answer me in the chat box, but just ask yourself that serious question. How many guys ever had a near-death situation? I definitely have. Right? And people don't know, but that was actually the time in my life that I decided that I was going to start every single day in gratitude, because I was not expecting what it is that happened that day to happen that day. I was not expecting, that day I was going to wake up and it could have possibly been my last day on earth. And so for me, I think about that and I say, wow, no single one of us knows if tomorrow is promised. So don't have an attitude of entitlement. Don't feel like things should have happened this way, or, oh, I should be here, or I should be getting that. No, it's a blessing just to be alive. Okay, Brandon, what's up, brother? Instagram, we back. What's up? What's up? What's up? Okay, it's a blessing just to be alive. Okay, so if you're committed to moving forward in your life in gratitude, somebody type an AOTK in the chat box. Okay, be grateful every single day. Don't be, I mean, there's like I've felt the same feelings that, you know, all of you feel of anger, stress, frustration, anxiety, but I only choose to feel ways, I only choose to focus on the emotions that bring me closer to where I want to go. Not the emotions, ladies and gentlemen, that are going to take me further from where I want to be. Okay, so I choose gratitude. In the morning, I choose to give thanks to God. In the morning, I choose to be grateful, and that's how I start my day. Guys, those of you guys who are hopping on a little bit later, let me just catch you up. Success key number one is going to be writing your goals down. Success key number two is write words. Success key number three is going to be asking questions. Number four is who do you talk to when you first wake up? And ladies and gentlemen, number five is following instructions. Okay. Number five is following instructions, right? What do I mean following instructions? And we're going to wrap this call up in the next five to 7 minutes. Following instructions, ladies and gentlemen, is a huge success key. So listen, you know, people often ask me for advice in many different areas. And I'm going to tell you some of the best advice that I have. It doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter what you're chasing. It doesn't matter what you're after. Having a mentor is one of the best things you can do. Trying to have success without having a mentor doesn't even make sense, right? Why would you try to attack a goal and you don't even have somebody guiding you who's never, who's done it before? Why would you do that? It's just like wandering around in the dark. You're literally guessing. You're trying to throw enough mud against the wall, hoping it sticks. You waste 5 years of your life playing around without a mentor. It's just, I would never do that. Like if I wanted to go and try to, you know, I don't know. It's just if I wanted to go out there and be the best painter in the world, I would go get a mentor. If I wanted to become a best 5-star chef, whatever, making the finest cuisine on earth, I would find a mentor. If I wanted to start, you know, working on my vocals, I would get a vocal coach, a vocal mentor. If I wanted to learn the piano, I would find a mentor. I would never try to embark upon a journey or a goal without a mentor. And when you have that mentor, adhering to instruction, something a lot of people, they don't truly understand. Humility is a superpower. People think humility and submission makes you less than. It's not true, right? When you find somebody who's done greater than you, one of the best things you can do is just listen. So if something is not where you wanted to be, ladies and gentlemen, you'd ask yourself, what instruction have you ignored? What instruction have you failed to adhere to? What instruction have you decided to disregard? Right? There's the willingness to learn and there's the willingness to change. Coachability versus teachability. Are you willing to learn and are you also willing to change? Coachability starts when you disagree, not when you agree. Okay? What instruction have you failed to follow? I'm very, very conscious of this, guys, because we don't know what it is that we don't know. We don't know. We have no idea what it is that we need to do. Like you want to put yourself in a mind frame. I don't know as much as I think I know. So I'm very careful. If I know that, you know, there's been an instruction given to me, if I know that there's a, you know, some guidance that's been given to me by somebody that has what it is that I want, even when I may not agree, I'm very careful because I know that my thinking got me into this position and it's gotten me this far. I can't use the same thinking that got me into the hole to get me out of it. Make sense? Type of AOTK in the chat. I can't use the same thinking that got me into the position to get me out of the position. Therefore, I must release my thinking and take on new thinking, the thinking of a coach, a mentor who is where it is that I want to be. Moments, ladies and gentlemen. Number 6, and then I got to wrap this call up before my laptop dies. Moments, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be success key number 6. Okay. Every pain, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can screenshot if you want. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool. Moments, ladies and gentlemen, every pain in your life can be traced back to a moment. Okay. On a moment you didn't discern. Discernment is the ability to recognize difference. Okay. Every single moment in your life. Oh, my laptop is, am I dying? No, I should be good. Okay. Every single moment in your life, every single failure can be traced back to a moment which you did not discern. Right. And what do I mean? A moment that you didn't discern, ladies and gentlemen? A moment where you made poor judgment. So you got to ask yourself, do I have the ability to recognize, right, a moment? Do I have the ability to recognize where it is that I'm at in life? Do I have the ability to recognize when I do have a life-changing opportunity? Do I have the ability to recognize when I am in front of the right coach, when I am in front of the right person? Do I have the ability to recognize the timing in the marketplace of my business, right? Because if you do, you'll treat it differently, right? A lot of people lack the ability to recognize when they are in the right place at the right time. They lack the ability to recognize that they're in the right moment, that everything is going the way that it's supposed to go. Okay? Moments, ladies and gentlemen. Time is a servant of God, and he distributes it out in moments. It will take time, ladies and gentlemen. It'll take wisdom to discern the moment. Okay. So that's why, ladies and gentlemen, the thing that I want more than anything else in life, I don't necessarily want, a car as much as I want the wisdom to go out there and actually obtain the car. Make sense? I don't want a home as much as I necessarily want the wisdom to go out there and obtain the home. Make sense? Type of AOTK in the chat box, ladies and gentlemen. You got to have the ability to recognize moments. If you cannot recognize moments, then you're going to have a hard time, ladies and gentlemen, getting to where it is that you want to go. Number 7, success key. This is the final success key. I love this, and I get fired up about this. Okay. The final success key, ladies and gentlemen, you guys can screenshot it. Okay. Okay. The final success key, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be expectation. Right? What do I mean expectation? Well, let me break it down. Okay. When I'm talking about expectation, ladies and gentlemen, a farmer who plants doesn't doubt the harvest. Okay. Some of you guys have planted seeds. I want you to ask yourself, you started a business, right? You started dream chasing. You started going after something that you wanted. You started planting the seeds. But let me ask you a question. Have you gone out there and dug up your seed? So somebody's like, okay, I don't really get what you're saying. Put it this way. If a farmer is going to go out there and sow seeds, let me ask you a question. Is that farmer wondering if those seeds are going to actually sprout and produce a crop in the next season? Type the answer in the chat, guys. Is that farmer who plants the seed, is that farmer who goes out there and, tills the land, are they wondering if there's going to be a harvest in the next season? No, they're not. Preston said the right answer. Of course they're not. Don said the right answer. Why? Because they know it's only a matter of time. My question to you is, what seeds have you started planting for what that you started to dig up? What seeds have you planted that you stopped watering? What seeds have you planted that you decided to abandon and let die? Okay. When I started, ladies and gentlemen, in business 6.5 years ago, I began with the end in mind. I said, there's one destination, there's one singular focus, and there's one singular goal that I must get to. And I said, I will get there by any means necessary. But I didn't dig up the seed on the way there, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't dig up the seed as I was moving in pursuit of my goal. That's what most of us do. We plant the seed, but then we leave the seed alone for 6 months at a time. We let that seed by itself. We don't cater to that seed. We don't nurture that seed. We don't water that seed. And so the seed dies. And we have to go back to the beginning. We have to plant new seeds and we have to start over again. Is it making sense? Type of AOTK in the chat. Okay. One of the best things, ladies and gentlemen, that you can do is have expectation. Faith without expectation is not faith. So if you say that you're walking in faith, if you say that you do believe, you don't doubt, ladies and gentlemen, that's not faith. Faith with the lack of expectation is not faith. It's just, you're just, saying something that you don't really believe. Okay. Many miss this part, ladies and gentlemen. Expectation is confidence. Okay. Not confidence in yourself, but confidence in God. And that's what I get excited about, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not confident. I don't have faith because of how great I am. I have confidence and faith because of who it is that's greater in I. Because he that's in me is greater than he that's in the world. So every single one of you should have a certain level of confidence that doesn't come from how good you are, that doesn't come from, how great of a speaker you are. It shouldn't come from your personality. It shouldn't come from whether you're charismatic or not. It should come from who it is that's within you. It should come from your confidence and your belief that there is a higher power. That's why I am an advocate, right, of people believing. Well, there's many reasons, but I believe in believing in a higher power. Why? Because then it's not all up to you. It's not all up to me. Why? Because I'm just not that good. But if I can put my confidence and my faith in a higher power, right, to partner with me, that if I do my part, he does his part, we always get the job done. We can't lose. Ladies and gentlemen, that is success, 7 success keys. If you got some value from it, type of AOTK in the chat. Hopefully you did. I know some of y'all are wondering about the technical difficulties. We kind of had to switch back and forth from this whack quality to my good quality, man. Y'all done seen both. Y'all seen good lighting, bad lighting. Y'all done seen angle number 1, angle number 2. It's all good. The recording will be up on YouTube by the end of the day. You guys take it, watch it, take the notes that you want, share it with somebody else. And again, if you're seeing a replay on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the comment button, hit the like button, right? This platform is for every single person. I want you guys to think, those of you guys that, you've seen this live, I want you to ask yourself, who else do you know that could have benefited from seeing this? It doesn't matter what they do. They don't have to be in business. They don't have to work a job. They don't have to, be from a certain background. Anybody can benefit and actually gain value from principles that are timeless, principles that don't change, principles that are applicable, ladies and gentlemen, to whatever it is that you're doing, if you want to grow in life, if you want to succeed in life. So again, success principles, God principles, we believe that they're one and the same. Our message above all else is that if you practice God's principles, you can participate in his promises. Hope you guys got some value, and I will see you again next Saturday.